So our intro video is not behaving either now. So we're having all sorts of technical fun, just like we did last week. And I was about to say how much better things were going to be.
Well, you're stressing, but at least I had my camera open or my video open, so we know.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm home.
Who it is?
Ah, I'm looking my best too. Okay.
So welcome back to Julie. First of all, we got Brian with us for a couple minutes tonight. We told him he could hang out for a minute or two before he goes to bed.
For sure.
So say hi, Bri.
Bri, what was it like the past week?
It's just
Mom on a cruise, Dad home with you guys. How were things?
I think the only good dinners we had were the nights that we ate out and the one night Dad made tacos.
Well,
We had tacos.
Dad does make some awesome tacos.
we had one, and the night we had pancakes. But that's it.
Oh, so you had pancakes.
That's 5 days.
Tacos.
That's 5 days of the week.
You had hot dog Johnnies.
Yeah.
Those are 3 nights. What were the other nights?
We had pizza.
Okay,
chicken
pizza.
Nuggets. Chicken nuggets are just frozen chicken.
Okay, so you didn't like the chicken nuggets. You liked everything else.
No, I like the chicken nuggets. It's frozen crap. It's absolute frozen crap.
All right.
The definition of frozen crap.
All right.
Chicken
All right.
nuggets.
All right.
That's enough.
Anyway, I'm home. I cooked dinner tonight. How's dinner tonight?
It was good. The sauce tastes like, when I first tasted the sauce, I thought it was cheese sauce.
I added a little bit of extra garlic and cheese, but spaghetti and meatballs tonight because if you guys can see the bags under my eyes, I did sleep half the day away unintentionally. And yeah, you guys even let me do that, but I did it at least surrounded by my kiddos. So
Yeah, it's fine. You don't realize it, but we probably sleep a lot. We sleep half the night.
Hey.
Half the day.
All right.
Well, listen,
So
now it's time for you to sleep,
listen,
right?
Exactly.
it is now 9:03. It's your bedtime. So head upstairs. You have a half an hour. Get in bed.
Say
read
goodnight
for a
to
little bit.
everyone.
We will
Bye.
say good. We will. Bye. We'll
I
come.
was looking at.
we'll come
I
up
was
and say
looking at
goodnight.
the wrong computer. I was looking at the one computer, not the camera.
Hey guys. We'll come up and say goodnight when we're done. Okay.
Wow, we're going to start saying hello to everybody. It looks like I got a tad little bit of a delay going on here. So just give me a thumbs up in the chat, making sure that you can see and hear everything right while we start saying hello to some people. So we have, let's see, who was with our winner with the first into the chat this time. Meg was the first one into the chat. Thanks for helping us out last week.
Meg, thank you so much.
Lots of kicking under the table happening from across the country.
Listen, I'm just going to start off with I was not here last week. I was on a ship doing amazing thing. It was just I can't wait to talk a little. I'm going to talk a little bit about it tonight. I'm going to talk more about it probably next week. I got off the ship this morning. Brian and the kids picked me up. But last week I was able to log on right around that 10 o'clock time, or it was actually just a little bit before, like around between 9:30, 9:45. I was able to log on, and you guys were in your chat and on your live. Wi-Fi was not the best. I did not have the surf and stream. I had just the basic internet, and it was spotty, but I caught some of it. So thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Meg, for stepping up and stepping in. And thank you, anyone who gave those virtual kicks under the table to Brian, because I think I gave you at least one or two.
That wasn't too bad.
and it was in between breaks in the internet. I'm like, don't freeze now. Don't freeze now. Don't freeze. It froze.
Let's see who else is here. House of X Entertainment is here. Let's see. We have Luggage Will Travel is here. Hello. Yo, Brooklyn in the house. Eddie is here.
Hey, Eddie. Hey, just a shout out to Eddie Lugo. I saw online that he has his Teespring store, his spring store,
Yes.
up and running with his merch. So
And again, pointing out all the things that I dropped the ball on last week, I promised Eddie I would drop his link for that. So, and in the train wreck of what happened last week, so there, if you have not gotten your Eddie Lugo merch yet, you want to head over to his spring store and definitely make sure you take care of that.
That said, we have some other friends that have some spring stores.
Yes.
But ourselves as well. I did at every opportunity that was appropriate, sport the HowWeCruise gear. So we have that on our
Now
our
available
shop, too.
at our spring store. And just as a reminder for anybody who's watching the live chat, we do have a discount code available for those in the live chat.
It's true.
For our spring store, if you're in the live chat, use the code live chat in the spring store for what are we making, 10%, 20%, 60% discount, something like that? I don't know. Buy one, get two free. I don't know. Something like that.
I don't know. But
One for the price of two, I think it is. Might be something like that. Let's see, who else do we have here in the chat tonight? Destination Fun is here. They say, welcome back, Julie.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be home.
Hold on, let me get back up to
All right. Should I? I'm waiting for you. Like you're
I'm
scrolling
just
the
saying
chat.
hello
You're
to
scrolling, I know,
everybody.
but
Alice is here.
did you guys
Eddie
miss this?
is
Did you miss this
here.
banter?
Let's
Meg's
see.
Fun Time
here.
Tacos.
Hold on.
Oh, because Brian's at tacos.
Yes, no,
Okay.
well, let's see. I think Moonlight Adventures is here. I saw them. They said hello to Alice.
Thank you, Alice.
Uh,
Go back. Bearded Brian,
Okay.
welcome back.
So we did. So for those of you who did not watch last week, we had our guys. We determined the manliest man at sea, and
I
congratulations.
like how my mom said I didn't log on because it was a guy's thing. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not what it was. But it was. We had a fun little game show. Despite all the technical difficulties I was having, and usually when we have technical difficulties, Julie chats it up and I'm able to fix it. But I had to multitask last week and I was not capable of doing that. So, but the one thing we did notice in the chat was we had Mark, we had Josh, we had Blaine, we had Eddie, and I was the only one. Oh, and Mike. I was the only one unbearded. So I decided to take this week to join the bearded crew. Didn't want to feel left out.
So I like when Brian grows out his beard. So
Doesn't
he
happen
was
often.
working. Yeah, you were working from home a bit. And
Frugal Cruisers is
Yeah.
here. Welcome back. Glad they got their channel back. Glad to hear that. That's good news that happened this week. That you missed that they got their channel back.
oh, that's fantastic. Okay, I have a lot to catch up on. So I got off the ship this morning. I'm gonna start jumping into some of our story. I got off the ship this morning. It was around 8:30 this morning. I got off. The kids and Brian were waiting for me at Bayonne. It was awesome. Ran right up to them. I was feeling good. I had a really good week. Got home.
Hello, Laura.
Hi guys.
Sorry.
Hey, 500 travelers. Check out their channel. I got home and of course I'm hugging the kids. I'm giving them their gifts and we'll talk about, there was something, the house was in order. Thank you, Brian. He was amazing. He went grocery shopping. He cooked dinners. He made sure the kids were good. They had school lunches. Everybody had their sporting events. Brian even took them to a wedding without me. He was awesome. So thank you. I love you. That said,
we did start a poll in the
first-
chat. Are you excited to have Julie back this week?
he's
And
blocking me.
It's 92% yes that they're glad to have you back this week.
Thank you. Wait a second.
I don't know.
Who said no?
Can you see votes? How do you see votes?
I think it's anonymous, but
I don't know.
hey, if you don't want me back, just, you can say it to me. You can say it to my face. Anyway, it's probably the person that said I interrupt you too much.
Probably. Could be.
Anyway, I get home and I'm like, I opened the fridge and there's a couple new things in there because he went grocery shopping. I'm like, thank you. But right in the center, like right there, right up front, is like a bag of like shredded lettuce that I got at the grocery store like half a week before I left. So it's like brown and gooey. And I'm like, Brian, This isn't hidden in the back of the fridge. It's right here, right in the front.
We didn't need that.
Well, why didn't you throw it out?
We didn't come across it.
There's a couple of other things, but I'm like, but for the most part, no, he was awesome. You were great.
We figured it out. We had all of our friends here to help us, and that's we got through Sunday night. It was a lot of fun, actually, and I think we may actually have to come up with some more. I got some ideas.
Okay.
So we're gonna do something like that again. Now that we've crowned the manliest man at sea, so we have to go back and watch last week's.
Which was it Eddie Lugo?
One.
Eddie Lugo?
Eddie Lugo.
Alice. Eddie. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
There were some.
I'm not surprised. There were some pretty awesome.
There were some interesting.
Awesome dude.
There were some questions that I asked that I thought were going to be softballs. Like I thought they were going to be like easy yeses, and they were like across the board no's. And I'm like, Rugel says, let the kids run the show next week.
Yeah.
If it wasn't past their bedtime, we might consider that. Now we have considered having like almost like a kids question and answer type thing with them, but we won't do it live. We'll do it like pre-recorded, so we can
listen. It's like 9:15. I want to start talking about like some of the stuff that's been going on. Like I want to jump right in.
That's what we're doing.
Oh, okay. So guys, I was on Oasis of the Seas. What an amazing ship. I felt like I was home. You get on and it's just immediately like, things are cool. And then you guys, I don't know.
You said you wanted to go talk about it.
I know, but then I lost my train of thought because I was thinking about. So yeah, I crashed today. I was helping out, was volunteering on the ship with a group that was absolutely amazing. We got to do a lot of fun things.
We'll send you our 38 degrees from Saturday morning. You can have that. How's that?
Well, I got off the ship and I was expecting, yesterday I was in the pool all day, and I got off the ship expecting it to be super cold, like in the 40s. And this morning it was really nice. I kept having to take off my sweatshirt. I was like, ooh, it was hot.
So I think everybody knows, but Julie was on the Oasis of the Seas last week.
Mm-hmm.
Sans us, obviously. But it's the first time you've ever been on a cruise without us.
Yes. Oh my God, yeah. The first time I've ever been on a cruise. Well, I mean, pre like marriage and whatever, but family. First time that I've ever been on a cruise without family or without anybody else that I knew. Although I was surrounded by an amazing group of people. I was volunteering with Autism on the Seas, which is a great way to travel if you're traveling with anyone with special needs. So, I'll say check them out. For right now, I'll talk more about them another time because I want to make sure that everything that I share with you is the right thing. Right. I want to share appropriately. But that is who I was with, where I was, and it was absolutely incredible. It was such an amazing opportunity. I had the time of my life in such a different way. So I was traveling without my family, which, I mean, I got to tell you, I shared clips with Brian that I filmed, and I have to find the appropriate way to share them. But I cried for like the first 2 days. I'm awake.
The longest you've been away from the kids ever.
I haven't been away from you and the kids for even like one night, I don't think. Oh, one night. I think one night. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. But I come home to rotten lettuce in the fridge.
So, I mean, there's been times over the years that I've had to travel for work and such. So I've been able to see different parts of the country and things like that. So I've been able to get away from the day to day. But that was the first time that you've actually been the one to leave the house. So that was a different experience for you to be.
Yeah, it was. And
but you came home to all three kids alive. So
yeah. Oh, hey, kudos! Like you guys, Brian is amazing. Like I just can't even. break it down any other way that you're absolutely incredible. I love you. Brian not only took care of the kids, the house, did everything that needed to be done, plus, but you also supported me. Like, you supported that I went and did this and was happy that I had the opportunity. And so, and wasn't waiting, although I was waiting at every beck and call to be able to call and talk to you guys, was not waiting,
I turned off my phone.
Okay. So let's just talk about this. So I made so many new friends. First of all, the other volunteers. You guys, if anybody is watching, and if you're not, I'm just going to share what an amazing group of people. I mean, to just be able to connect with other people who are all there volunteering their time to help and give in this way. It was really, really, really cool.
Aaron and Tracy are here.
Hey. And then I'm going to piggyback on top of that and say the families that I met, like, oh my God, like I cried because I missed you guys so much, but now I want to, like, I cry because I miss them. Like, you make bonds, you really, really bond, and met some absolutely incredible people who I will continue to be in touch with. So, anyone out there who, if you know who you are, and I absolutely send love. So yeah, that was my experience in a nutshell. Yeah. We'll talk more about it, but can I go to, like, probably the coolest thing is we're pulling into Nassau, right? It's like, I know
here today.
I have to be up to help to help with what I'm doing and report to my duties in the morning. So about an hour before that, I'm up watching the sunrise, because you guys all know I do that. And I'm up on the deck, and we're pulling into Nassau, and I'm taking pictures. And was I living? Was I trying to, like, FaceTime with you, or was I just sending you pictures?
Well, look who just showed up at the perfect time.
Hey! Yes, stay tuned, because I wasn't sure.
You don't need to unpack the car yet. Hang out.
So I wasn't sure they were going to be able to make it, but hold on, we're getting there. Okay. So was I FaceTiming you, or was I sending you pictures? I think I was sending you pictures because the internet was really spotty.
You sent me a picture of one of your neighbors.
Yes. So I'm sending pictures to Brian of the beautiful sunrise, us coming into port. And Brian's like, that's the Carnival Dream. That's where Eddie and Laura are. And, like, the favor. And I'm like, wait, really? Wait, we're in the same port at the same day? So I'm like, okay. So I start trying to text. Now, my internet is crap.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
When is Starlink coming?
Surf and Stream is better, and Starlink is amazing, because we've seen people on it that, like, spotless.
No,
anyway.
Starlink is still coming.
No. Okay.
I think only like 2 or 3 ships have it.
Right. But that's what it wasn't.
Somebody did see somebody. Somebody did a live.
Blog. Matt was on.
Somebody did a live.
Matt Hochberg.
Yes.
Yeah. And he was coming in crystal clear. So anyway, it looks like that's going to be amazing. Anyway, Brian's like, that's Eddie and Laura's ship. And I'm like, so I'm trying to text, like, Laura or Eddie, I'm like, Brian, I'm trying to get messages through to Brian. And the more I'm trying to get messages through, the more my phone is lagging, because now it's trying to send too much stuff. And I'm like, I just messed this all up. So I go off to start my day. And finally, in the meantime, messages come through that, yes, Eddie and Laura were at Nassau at the same time I was. So I did happen to have a couple extra minutes in my day, and it just so happened that was Laura's birthday. So happy birthday, my dear friend. I did get to meet up with them. I did get to say hello, and it was just it was the highlight of my trip in that capacity, to be able to run into friends in port and say hello. So.
Who voted? They're not excited Julia's back. I will ninja kick some butt.
Thank you, Laura.
I don't know who voted.
I don't know. Somebody said no, but was it you?
No, it wasn't me. That would be funny though.
Yeah, it would be funny if you claimed it.
That's hilarious. But yeah, no. So you got to spend the day with them, which was kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for FaceTiming me to include me in not
We did.
having a drink. With
So,
you.
so yeah, we met at the port. We found a spot. We kind of bunkered down for a minute. We were talking to some people. We both took a couple quick shots, and then, I mean, not shots. I mean, like we took a couple quick. No, we were vlogging a little bit, getting a little bit of video, and then of course we had to try to call Brian into the conversation. So we have a screenshot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it who had the screenshot? Was that you?
I think I took.
Or was it Eddie or Laura? Yeah,
Oh,
you took. Brian took an awesome screenshot.
Let
of
me
the
pull
four
a
of
Josh
us.
and play on my phone while we're on a live. Hold on.
Oh, meeting Julie is a highlight of our cruise. I'm gonna put on that Brian because it was mine too.
Yeah.
There we go. It was definitely the highlight of mine. Can you?
I'll pull a Josh. There we go.
Yeah, but look, don't get the. Yeah, there you go. It was so much fun. It really was. It was so much fun. We didn't have much time, but we had about an hour or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I headed back to the ship. They headed back to the ship. And the rest of my week was absolutely amazing. So cool. I had so much fun.
Oh, you're in trouble.
I am for what?
We forgot to FaceTime Amanda while they were.
I did, and I didn't share this with Laura yet. So, Eddie and Laura, I walk away from you because their ship was first, and then I was further down the pier because I was further down the pier. So I say goodbye to them, and I'm like, I gotta call Brian. I'm like, no, I gotta call Amanda. So I go, and I'm like walking down the pier. Did I even tell you this? And the first thing I did is I FaceTimed Amanda, and I'm like, Amanda, hey, I just saw Eddie and Laura, and I'm walking down the pier talking to her, and I go, like, I can't believe I didn't think to do this 5 minutes ago when I was with them. So shame on me. Sorry, dear friend.
There's a fly flying around this room here. It's driving me nuts. Oh, let's see. What do we got here? Hold on. Let's get shut here.
There we go. Yeah, click on that one.
This one, I would have asked the question.
Ooh.
The question first with Destination Fun said, did you get to meet Favor? And yes, they did. They got to meet.
Oh, they did, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I did not.
No, you were on a different ship.
Oh, yes. I was on a different ship. Well, I met Eddie and Laura. We're on the Carnival Dream. I was on Oasis of the Seas. The other two ships in port were the Independence of the Sea and Freedom of the Seas. So, yeah.
Eddie said you had just enough time for him to drink 4 or 5 beers. we gonna have fun in June. We're gonna have fun.
All I could say is I cannot wait until the 4 of us or the 6 of us or whoever else is going to join us are together because we really are going to have a lot of fun.
Julie set the bar high for Brian. She's super cool. She didn't used to be until she met me.
I think I know where my thumbs down came from now. Who's excited to have Julie back? Not me.
Yes, but it was a busy week while you were gone. We'll just throw out there that we did get, while you were gone, we did book another room on the HowWeCruise group cruise. So we are running out of rooms on that one at the good price. So if you would like to take advantage of the good price, I think we only have like 1 or 2 rooms left at the good price. Of course, you're all welcome to join us. There's plenty of rooms left on the ship, just not at the good price.
Not at the same rate.
Yes,
we are doing our best though. We're trying.
We
trying.
reached out. There are some things that Royal Caribbean can do to try to add some more rooms into that group at that rate, and we're trying to take advantage of that. So hopefully that works out. So fingers crossed.
Can I give a shout out too? So, being back on the ship only a couple months after we were on it before, of course, I was able to say hello to some of the crew that we know.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you guys. We love you. It was so good to run into people that I recognized. It was a great time. Also, not only did I run into crew that I recognized, but crew that was getting to go home to visit their families.
Yes, that's
so
awesome.
I'm gonna give the shout out to Jonathan, who was in the pub he is home. He is getting home. He will be home probably tonight or tomorrow to see his family. And what a great guy. He can't wait to see his wife and his kid. And yeah, so all of the crew who is hardworking. Also ran into crew who will be on the ship when we are on the ship in June. So that said, can't wait to see you guys again. Such one of the things, if you cruise often or at least regularly, there is such a cool factor to being able to make connections with people who work on the ship from around the world and really, really give 110% or 1,010% every day. They give that to their jobs, and then we get to be a part of their journey. And I have so much respect for them. So I do have a little bit of clips and some videos and stuff to bring you guys soon, just of them doing their hard work. Everything from, waiters.
You showed me some of them. These guys are fun.
Who's the
man? Who's the man? Somebody's the man.
That's Alex.
Alex the man.
Alex is the man. Of course, I saw Ferry. I did have to catch up with him. Ferry, I'm so happy I got to see you. So, we love you.
Rob's asking, are we doing the vlogger extravaganza? Yes, we are. We are going to be on 2 NCL ships in the next 6 months.
Yeah.
3 months.
And we haven't done NCL that much, so I'm super excited to kind of dive into NCL again.
So in 11 days, we will be on the NCL Prima out of Galveston for a quick little trip down to Mexico. We just, right before this live, I don't know if anybody jumped over from there. Sharon at Sea Travel was just on the Prima, and they'll be going on that again with us in 11 days. And they were talking about some of the nuances of Prima and the fact that it's kind of a new ship, and they're still kind of, working some of the kinks out. So we're interested to see how that goes. Kind of set our expectations for that. But we're definitely excited to be on the breakaway in New Orleans.
Yeah.
In the end of January.
Yeah.
But
we may have another trip or two coming up, but nothing we're ready to talk about. So
yes. So okay, hold on. We got a couple things here. All right, Laura wants to go unpack the car. That's
Laura, I feel you.
That's what tomorrow's for.
Listen, I have not touched my suitcase. My backpack. The only thing I did was I opened it up and took I don't even know why. I think I was trying to get the kids' gifts out because that was in my carry-on, or that was on the suitcase. But other than that, I threw my makeup case. It's on the counter in the kitchen. I haven't touched a thing. Okay, so no lie. I want to talk about this a little bit. This was such a different cruising experience for me because I was volunteering my time and I was working with a group. I saw cruising through an entirely different world. And I want to bring this to you right. So I'm just going to talk about it a little bit today, but I want to be able to really get my thoughts organized and together to really bring it to you. But it was in a very exciting way, such an exhausting week. I have never seen the ship in such a way. Usually, when you cruise, if you cruise, or even if you haven't cruised yet, you have an idea in your mind of what you want to do throughout the day, right? We typically get up and we go out to the pool and we usually spend the day by the pool, and we get lunch, and the kids will do mini golf, and they'll play around the ship a little bit, whatever. Then we go change for dinner, we all settle down, and then we go out for some night shows. That's just our routine. I saw cruising through the eyes of multiple different people, multiple different families, multiple different ways. And it changed the way I cruise, because I know when we go back with you guys, there's things that I want my kids to see that we just wasn't in our typical routine. Again, I want to organize my thoughts, get them all together. But I didn't think everybody was like, oh, you're going to be tired, you're going to be tired. We got home and gave the kids their gifts. I hugged them, I kissed them. I couldn't let them go. We sat down on the couch. Can we play some, screen time, iPads, TV, whatever? Yeah, guys, it's Sunday. We're all tired. Mommy has been away. I just wanted to cuddle with them. We were talking, we were playing, and I crashed and I fell asleep. But I fell asleep, not just that little couch snooze. I was in such a deep sleep that it was like 2 or 3 hours, and you guys let me sleep, so thank you. And then I made dinner. I got up, kept hugging and kissing them, made dinner. We ate. We sent them for showers and baths and getting ready for bed, and I crashed again, and I was snoozing again on the couch. And now, I mean, Brian's like, we're going to cancel our live. Let's just cancel it. It's okay. We'll cancel it. And I'm like, no, I don't want to cancel this. Like, this is what I love. I love being here. But you can hear it in my voice even too. Like, ooh, I'm tired. I'm tired.
Amanda did the great thing that we always ask people to do and drop #creator for their link drop in the chat. So please do that. But it made me think of something else that happened while you were gone. YouTube has changed their formatting. You're not going to be a channel name anymore. You're now going to have a handle. So for all of you who are creators out there, I'm seeing a couple of these links that are still pretty long. You can go over to your YouTube account and you can claim a handle if you haven't done so already. So if you have a channel name, your URL, your customized URL is already reserved for you as your handle. If you want to change it, if you want something different, as long as it's within YouTube standards, they'll let you grab that handle. So you can now change it too. It's not, you don't have to keep it what it is. But all these links for your channels now are going to go to that youtube.com/ your handle name. So it'll be a little bit easier to navigate to get to these channels. So if you haven't done that yet, make sure you do that. So here, we'll give you this one here. That says, Julie is my baby. I love her so much and I'm so proud. Thanks, Julie.
Thank you, Mom. I really did have such an amazing time. It's such a double-edged sword, or like a bittersweet kind of thing. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it was really hard to be away, but in all the right ways. And it was amazing. Like, it was so cool. It was so cool. Can't wait to do it again. And I will say this. If anyone out there has a family with on the spectrum, with autism, or with any other special needs or accommodations, just check out Autism on the Seas and see what their services are, because it's really an amazing way to travel, and a really, really great group of people. So.
And I think they have a Facebook page and a YouTube channel and all that. So you can
again, we'll
have to. All about. That's what they put out there, and
yeah.
then we're going to see what we're going to put out there.
It's
definitely something we want to give them the proper props.
Again, I don't want to cross any lines. I don't want to whatever. So I'm in the process of reaching out to them to ask them what is okay to share. But I feel comfortable, at least at this point, just saying that that's where I was. That's who I was with. That's the group that I was with, and they're amazing and awesome. So,
but the good news of it,
I'll share more as I can, or at least as I know that I want permission first. So,
but the good news is of it, you get to spend a week on one of our favorite ships.
Yeah.
It's get to stop in my favorite port.
It was so different because, like, I found all these like nooks and crannies in the ship that I definitely wouldn't find with you guys. So, like, I had my spot. I love Central Park. My kids don't love Central Park. And Brian doesn't love Central Park. So I spent so much time in Central Park. I mean, I was like forward on the ship, and just,
I can hang out. I can hang out on the boardwalk. I can hang out on the sports court all day. It's just.
I was forward on the ship, deck 11, and let me just tell you, like, I just had my path, I had my spot. I was at the park cafe every day for breakfast. It was like my spot. Before I had to do whatever I was gonna do for the day. I loved, even at the end of the night before I go to bed, like my quiet spot was in Central Park. Which is not my quiet spot when I'm traveling with you guys, which is funny. Like, cause I'll go and get seats for us, or I'll like separate from you guys because I'll get a spot, or I'll be like, hey guys, I'm gonna go do something, and it was very different. It was very different, and I loved it.
With the friendships made in the fun had, sounds like you were at mom's summer camp.
You could say that, yeah.
Let's
sure.
see. A destination fun says, I love Park Cafe for breakfast. You
Every morning.
Stop there every morning for breakfast.
Yeah, and you know what?
That'll probably be a good.
I wouldn't.
We do a lot of on the run breakfast when we're home, and
Yeah.
we don't typically do that on a ship. But you know what? I'll bet you that would probably be right up our alley.
So what I loved about Park, and again, this is something that I wouldn't notice when we were traveling with ourselves. What I noticed about Park Cafe was every morning they had like 3 different types of breakfast sandwiches and a different kind of breakfast wrap, and every morning it changed. So
What's their pork roll?
there's no pork roll. We love our pork
I
roll.
gotta send an angry email again.
They really do need to get some pork roll on the ship. I'm not kidding. Come on, it's leaving out of Jersey, people. Like, let's go. Let's honor like the port that they're leaving out of. But anyway, I would go and I get my big cup of water, and every morning I like the wraps, and I love that they change them every day. The one with like egg and cheese and beans was really, really good. And then there was I had this asparagus cheese sandwich, asparagus, egg and cheese, like on like a brioche, it was so good. Every morning I'd get a cup of fruit too, and then I'd go like sit in this like little spot, and I'd people watch. I see the same people walk by every day, and then like new people. Such a great people watching spot. So yeah.
Hello, Braden
Yeah.
McLean. Thank you for joining us.
What?
What?
Mom, I'm a fun person.
I posted it a second ago.
Yeah, of course, mom's super fun. Asparagus, egg, and cheese sounds amazing. Meg, it really was. It was like, and when I tell you there was like 5 or 6 spears of asparagus it was like, like that big. 5 or 6 spears of asparagus. And then like, it was like, I want to say like a provolone type of cheese. I don't remember what cheese it was. Maybe it was mozzarella. And then like egg. And it was just really good.
Exploring with Eric is here. Just in time for us to talk more about our trip in 11 days.
Go for it.
So we started saying before that we will be on, and I'm gonna use Eric since he was a. Oh wait, hold on. Let's see. Hold on. One more thing. All right, start dropping your cruise countdowns, because Braden says he'll be on tomorrow morning. We were excited about 11 days, and that's what Eric made me think of it, because he was a prima sailor when they were over in Europe there.
I'm laughing because you're seeing something shiny and you keep jumping
I'm
from ear to
all
ear
over
to
the
ear.
place.
You are all over the place. Let's talk about last week.
Not as many people as I had thought have shot a shotgun off the back of a ship. I really thought that was going to be a lot more yeses. I really did. I really thought that was going to be. I thought there was going to be more competitors in.
I thought you guys were great.
I thought there was going to be more competitors in the belly flop contest, and
there was definitely a few times that I was looking to kick you under the table, and I wasn't here to do it.
I learned a lot about myself last week, and thank you all for still being here and still being my friend.
You guys were great. You were great.
House of X says they have 151 days until the sunrise.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. We're so codependent.
Here today, where tomorrow is 49 days until the marathon. Yeah, that's cool. Meg has 147 days until the Carnival Pride for the second. And when is the first Helping Hands for Cruising heading out? It's
today.
Today, I think. Is that today or tomorrow? Today, I think it was.
Listen,
today.
I've been gone for a week. I literally.
That's been planned for a while.
I know, but my mind, I am so foggy, guys. Like, I'm so not back in reality. All this morning, we were at breakfast with our families and with everybody else. I'm like, back to life, back to reality. Like, seriously.
Travel is 131 days until the dream. Braden says we'll be on Elation tomorrow.
Oh, I have
Meg,
never
I had
seen
to
it.
only virtually kick like 4 times.
Thank you, Meg.
Didn't feel it. Ow.
You
So
felt
sad
that
I
one.
don't have a countdown. Trying to convince my boyfriend for a New Year's cruise. We've done a New Year's cruise, and if
Oh,
you check out our
yeah.
vlogs on Harmony of the Seas,
I highly recommend a New Year's cruise if you want to be away for New Year's.
A party. That was fun.
It was so fun. And we were still there during like COVID-y times. Like it was still like masking, and not for us, but for crew. But there was still a lot of people. So it wasn't, we weren't back to normal
No.
yet. And I feel like this past cruise, yeah, we were back to normal. Like we're back to normal. Like everything was back to normal, which was really, really cool. But yeah, highly recommend a New Year's cruise. If you want to be on a ship for New Year's, do it. So fun.
Meg said the helping hands for cruising left yesterday.
Ah,
It's been
okay.
quiet. That's why our chat's been so quiet, because they're all there.
They're all away.
They're all there.
Doing great things.
Yes.
Again.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes. But we will be on the NCL Prima at Galveston in 11 days, which we watched. We're starting to get our research in order. We're starting to see what's going on. And all of the reviews seem to be that it's a little different, a little kind of weird. So we're kind of preparing ourselves for that. What are you doing? Oh.
Yeah. Just
No. Sure.
if I interrupt him, then I'm interrupting him. If I try to guide the mouse where it is, he's like, "What are you doing?" Oh, gosh, guys. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna be on the NCL Prima.
Hello, cruising is fun anytime. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, something else I want to say about the Oasis. You know what's so funny? Yeah, we are. I'm all over the place. Something else that was really funny is
Tired.
what a chill cruise this one was. And it made me realize that the last couple times that we've been on ships, there was, let's just talk about we were on Harmony in December and then Oasis in June. And those are the two Oasis class ships that are very similar, different times of year, right? December, but New Year's, and then like summer. And they were very much party ships. They were very much party people. They were very much, it was very high energy.
Oh, I was
Right?
there.
Then when this past one that I went on just this past week, what a chill group. Like, I mean, the whole ship, right? So the ship, sorry, I'm getting my voice back. The ship itself was just chill and quiet, very relaxing. And I talked to a couple of the crew, and they agreed. They're like, yeah, this is one of those like relaxing cruises. And it's funny, even talking to some families that I knew on the ship, like they used the same word, relaxing. It was a very relaxing cruise, which got me to thinking. A lot of times we talk about different lines. We talk primarily about Royal, Carnival, and Norwegian, and everybody's like, oh, this is the party ship, and oh, this is the whatever ship, and oh, this is the this kind
The
of
Walmart of cruising,
the
Mike's words.
Exactly. So all different lines, all different ships, all different kinds of whatever. But I have experienced now the exact same ship, the exact same line with two extremely different types of cruises. So again,
Eddie
it
said
made
you got
me
to see it
realize.
from a different point of view.
Oh, Eddie, I got to see it from such a different point of view. I got there the very first day, and one of the first things that I got to do was help escort, and make sure that our group was able to get into the dining room. And so I kind of like had a post, so a standing post, and I was watching everybody come in. And wow, yeah, even though you notice these things when you're cruising, you're still like on a trip, or you're still on like a vacation, or you're still on something well, even if it's pleasure or business, it's such a different point of view when you really can step back and just watch people without any other reason other than to see them. Wow. Yeah, I definitely saw it through different eyes. I was just gonna say something else too. I was like twice it jumped in my head and then I forgot it.
Well, no, but you made a good point, because I mean, the last couple of weeks we've been having a lot. We had a conversation. There was a live with Eddie and Laura where they were talking about the different lines, and then we were just with Lovey's Fat Life talking about is Carnival the Walmart of cruising, and you talk about all these things, and we really had a great time on the Carnival Magic. It was fun.
Mhm.
It was a party. It was, and then our group cruise in June on Oasis of the Seas. We had our last June. There was 35 people there with us, and we brought the party everywhere we went because it just followed us, kind of thing. And but I'd imagine that dependent upon the time of year or dependent upon just who you happen to board the ship with can really change the vibe
Yeah.
of any ship. I mean,
Mhm.
maybe
Oh,
maybe there was a group cruise from a nursing home or
Can I
something
share?
like that. I don't. What?
I want to share something else exciting. I was recognized not once, but twice. And for me, that was so cool. I was recognized within the first couple hours of being on the ship. Somebody was like, I know you. Wait, do you do cruise videos? Like, do you do vlogs? I think I'll watch some of your videos. And I'm like, that was cool. Because, thanks, guys.
You had your moment like I had in the men's room at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was completely and totally I'm not going to say out of character because my character is me. I'm totally, what you see is what you get. This is who we are. But like, I was not Julie cruising. I was not, Brian's wife cruising. I was not Julie, mom of 3 kids cruising. I was in a different role. So that was really cool. And then at one point I'm walking down the hallway and I pass these people and this woman goes, I know her. She looks really familiar. I know I've seen her. Oh, I think, is she on those videos? And like, I just kept
Is she on that tube of you?
Tube of you. And so, they were talking about, and as I kept walking and they were just talking about me and they were trying to figure it out. And I was on a mission to get to where I needed to be. So I couldn't stop and talk.
So no, but
I
hold on.
apologize.
So
but yes, it is me.
I
It
need
was
to
me.
clarify this. Because Rob brought this back up. He said you had a moment in the men's. So we were at Half Moon Cay.
Good call.
No. This needs clarification.
Good call. Yes, this happened in a men's room.
No, yes. So, we're walking we're just coming off of Half Moon Cay, and we're going to head back to the tender to get back to the ship, and we're on the Magic. And the guy comes up to me, he goes, "Hey, Brian," and I'm like, I know people everywhere. Like I just bump into people all the time, and I'm.
He knows. You know everybody everywhere.
And I'm
it's crazy.
I don't know this guy, but he knew me, so I'm like, all right, I'll play this up for a minute, see if I can figure it out who he is. I'm like, hey, how are you? And he's like, oh, just really wanted to meet you guys. Your videos are so great, and I'm like, this would really be a lot better conversation if we both weren't just standing at urinals. But I mean,
that's not how I remember it. But I'll let Brian have the story. Just saying.
I didn't try to shake my hand at that point. That's fine.
Stop it. That was the highlight. That was the highlight of his entire vacation. He was like, somebody knew who I was.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Guys, you know what? Like, listen, we don't do this for that, though.
No.
I'm going to say that. Like, we are not out there to be recognized or whatever. But the part that we appreciate is that there's actually people out there that are watching what we're doing and taking it to benefit their vacation in any way that they can. So if we can provide information to you guys, we're really happy to do so.
Yeah, actually, and you came home today, and we were talking to our host agency, and it reminded me that there's a whole bunch of other things that we have to. So we've been putting up on our website links to things that we use for cruising. So we have our Amazon links on our website. So if there's anything that you're looking the tools of the trade, so to speak, things that we use for cruising, we have those all posted up on our website with a link there, so you can click straight over to Amazon and get those from there. And doing a lot of updates on things like the website and things like our getting our group cruise sorted out, updated the stuff on the spring store. Finally got my Disney certification settled up this week, so we can book Disney now.
Yeah.
So we
super excited.
We got a lot of stuff. While Julie was off doing amazing things, I tried to clean up some of the admin back home. So
while I was off on a cruise, he was home working.
Your words, not mine. I said you were doing amazing.
Look
things,
at that beard, guys. Look at that beard.
Maybe the beard goes in just like the mustache
If you're gonna keep anything, keep the beard. Don't just keep the mustache.
I posted on our cruise channel, and I told them we call my 2.5-year-old Knuckles because she loves Vissels. That's awesome. That's great. Yeah. Ryan was doing homework. Yes, I was doing homework. Actually, I was doing homework. I was doing third grade long division, and
God bless you.
I think, so.
That's one part that I did not miss.
Well, I'll tell you this. Cruising with kids, cruising when you have kids. One of the things you gotta, make sure of is, you're away from school sometimes. Sometimes they miss a couple days. They got to make sure they all get caught up. So I knew that this week was on me. I knew that if anything got screwed up with school, it was entirely my fault. So I sat all the kids down as soon as we dropped Julie off at the port on Sunday. And I said, all right, guys, listen, what do we have this week? And immediately our oldest is like, science project and audition for my play. I'm like, come on, like really? Like this is mom stuff. So what we did, we got the science stuff done. He got he got that done in time, and we recorded. We actually used our studio equipment here so he could do his audition for his play. So we got our fingers crossed for him for that. So hopefully he gets that. So
I hear them upstairs.
Yes,
now.
they're. And Paul has joined us. Paul from TSV Odyssey. If you haven't checked him out, make sure you go check him out. Let's see. Yes. He was long division. It was like, it wasn't good. There was fractions involved, and there was a fraction greater than less than a decimal. There was negative signs. I was, and that's what I should have done, Amanda. Is I should have just sent them your way, saying, could have. Didn't think of that. Didn't think of that.
So, going back to the Oasis, because that is the ship that our group cruise is going to be on.
Yes.
Absolutely love the ship. It is such a great ship, and it's huge. And once you learn how to navigate it, like it's not hard to navigate. Like where everything is. Like your deck 5 is going to be your promenade. You're going to have your boardwalk on deck 6. You're going to have your Central Park on deck 8. Your pools and everything's going to be on 15. 16 is going to be your Windjammer, which is the buffet. And then in the back, you can have your Ultimate Abyss and your flow riders. And I mean, like once you get the lay of the land, it's really easy to get around this massive ship. The dining rooms are on the 4th and 5th, 3rd, 4th, and 5th floor. But that's forward. No, yeah.
No.
Yeah, forward. Yep.
No. Aft.
The
theater's forward.
Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm not on the ship right now. Once you're on the ship, you know where you're going.
Don't trust Julie for directions.
It's true.
But now,
okay.
Today,
that said, don't trust me for directions for anything, and yet I can navigate the ship, which is awesome. So, and I can get there in a flash. Like you really. As big as the ship is, you really can get forward to aft very quickly.
Hello, peer runners.
So, there's a lot of things I was mentioning before. There's a lot of things that I did on this cruise that I haven't done in the past when we cruise as a family. Things like, trivia in the middle of the day, karaoke in the afternoon before dinner, just walking through the ship and the shops. And because normally we're outside at the pool and the sports deck, which is the, things like mini golf, the rock climbing wall, the boardwalk, the Ultimate Abyss. What am I missing?
I don't know, but Josh just commented on my beard. You want to know what I'm being for Halloween? Josh.
Are you going to go on stilts? Anyway, so much that we are outside on a ship all day long, and I saw so much more that the ship has to offer, which was really cool. Even like meals, like normally like we'll grab something really quick, or we'll like kind of like rotate off to like get meals at lunchtime. Like even if it's like whether it's a boardwalk dog or something, a salad from Central Park, or just run up to Windjammer really quick and get something and then come back down. Yeah, like it was very different. It was a very different vibe. And again, this was a very different, the whole cruise and the whole general population of the cruise was a very different vibe from the last time we were there.
And I think it's going to be a very different vibe in June when
Oh,
we
I
go
do
back
too.
again, because we're going to have a lot of the people in the chat are going to be here with us on that cruise, and that's going to be another one of those. I don't think it's going to be a relaxing cruise. We've already had a couple people ask us about the pub crawls. And
Sorry, Alex, because he's the only one on the ship that I know it's going to still be there.
Yeah.
Terry's going to be home. Jonathan's going to be, actually, they're going to be on different ships.
We'll
so,
just make new friends. Meg is still stuck on asparagus egg.
Friends, but keep the old.
Meg is still stuck on the asparagus egg and cheese. I think it's possible. It's possible that asparagus egg and cheese, we may have gotten Meg over the hump. We may get Meg the book.
Meg, I'm telling you, it was so good. I didn't take a picture of it. I really, really should have taken a picture of it. It was really phenomenal. Like I am still thinking about it too. So I have to. And then like I'm looking at it in the case, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take one of them. And I was actually thinking the bread was going to be just like a little too crispy and hard or whatever. It was so soft and warm and buttery and melted in your mouth. Sorry, I really want one right now. It was good. Meg, we're gonna have to hunt down an asparagus cheese, egg and cheese sandwich. It was so good.
But yeah, I think you had an awesome experience, and I can't wait for you to get more clarification on what we can. Which one?
No.
This one. You guys weren't live last week. Eddie, we got proof.
Eddie, I saw you. I was there. Listen, you guys were coming in spotty, and then like, Brian's busted. I'm like, yeah, I'm here, guys. I'm catching most of this. I couldn't. You guys weren't seeing my comments, but I was still catching most of it.
But Eddie, we do still owe you another prize, I think, from the last thing you won. But now that Julie's home, we're gonna get you something out of the mail. So we owe you like
500 travels. Yeah.
Go.
I was a brownie too. Remember thinking that song? Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other gold.
I was in the Boy Scouts. We just lit stuff on fire. JNS Adventures has joined us. Thank you for joining us. Oh man, but we have been going for just about an hour now, and I think we got to get some. I think we really want to get a good live together where you can find out what you're allowed to share from the last week and really get that.
He was referring, above. Yeah.
Oh, what?
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yes. Sorry.
I do keep him in line, guys.
Oh.
I'll have you know. Last week was some proof. Tonight is solid proof. There's a couple kicks under the table, a couple nudges, and redirections.
Well, listen, I do recall the 1 week that I could not be home on a Sunday because I had to work, and you're like, I'm not doing it.
Oh, hands down. I wouldn't do this without him. Again,
so why was I?
Codependent. You do the camera, and you do the chat, and you do the clicks, and you make sure everything's running. I just keep it on track by interrupting you.
Here today, where tomorrow, there are full-time RVs on a huge Northeast road trip that needs to come through New Jersey.
Josh and Amanda, Julie's tired. I am tired.
Yes,
oh my God. Can you even hear it? Like my voice is cracking. I'm not sick in any way, shape, or form. I'm totally cool. But I am dragging.
Sailors 365 wants to know when. Actually, I don't recall that in our chat. So thank you for joining us.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
But when is our next cruise? We are going. Your arms in the way now. In 11 days on the NCL Prima, and we are going to do our best. We are going to see what the Wi-Fi looks like on that ship, because we will be on that ship on a Sunday.
Yeah.
On the 30th of October. So I don't know.
You want to try to go live in there?
Ooh.
I didn't think about that.
Wow.
Good call. Yeah, I
Thought
know.
about it.
See,
I don't
you're
know if
on
we
you're
can-
on stuff like that.
I thought
Okay.
about it. I don't know if we can pull it off. But we'll see what we'll do. Maybe we'll do a test. Who remembers our 2:00 in the morning test?
That was
Some
fun.
some of you caught
That was fun.
Some of you caught that. But we do
Josh and
have.
Chastity were in on that, right? Didn't they pop in on
Yes,
that?
they
Yeah.
did.
Who else popped
They
in on
did.
that? Does Eddie live over there? I don't know.
A
It was
lot
us
of.
and Amanda.
Well, yeah, no, because we
Oh,
were testing with them.
That said,
because-
Amanda, let's talk this week. We got to figure out how we're going to get back to that. But anyway, I digress.
So yeah, what's upcoming for the channel here? With we got to get. We are going to try to lock in those last couple cabins on our group cruise for June
The
on
Prima.
the Oasis of the Seas.
Well, hold on.
We are going to. What?
I know you want to plug, but I'm going to say, like, whatever. So Sailors 365, yes, we're going to be on the Prima. I'm so excited. Cannot wait to be. We will be there in 11 days. The Prima in October, we are definitely revlogging, doing as much as we can. And yeah, we'll definitely have to see if we can go live. Maybe we can go live with a friend or two. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we can do.
We'll see who we bump into on board.
Yeah, we might bump into a couple of people. So we got that, the Prima coming up. We got the family reunion group cruise. No. I'm sorry. We have the Vloggers Extravaganza coming up in January, and we have our group cruise. Now you can go there. Our group cruise coming up in June on the Oasis of the Seas, which is going to be June 23rd, 2023. On the Oasis of the Seas out of Bayonne, exact same itinerary that we did last year and the one that I just did this time, which is a really nice itinerary. It's very chill. Like you get to go to Florida, you get to go to the Bahamas, you get to
Trying to point that.
Yeah, but you're pointing it there, but the camera's here.
Oh, yeah.
So when his finger's over here, he's pointing at the screen. You guys can't see his finger.
I'm sure.
Anyway, okay. So talk about our group cruise.
So we did. I've been doing.
Well, I interrupted you.
Yes, but we've got, like I said earlier, I said we only have like 1 or 2 rooms left at the good price. After that, you're gonna have to pay a lot of money if you want to come hang out with
15 people walked away and forgot to turn off their computer.
Mm-hmm. That's probably what happened. But yeah, no, we said we've been going for an hour. But want to plug the group cruises that we're going to be on. Got a lot of stuff coming up. Check out our merch store. We're getting more stuff put up there.
Actually, you just made a good point. Our good friends Have Luggage Will Travel. They do have. That's what I was thinking about when I was talking. They do have a group cruise coming up in May of 2023. The family reunion group cruise. If you are interested at all, they're going to be on the Carnival celebration. It is going to be such a good time. Please, if you're interested at all, reach out to Amanda. If you don't know how to get in touch with Amanda, you know what? Can you? Yeah, thank you. I was going to say, drop your link. Thank you. Booking Have Luggage Will Travel. That is going to be an amazing, and that's the ABC Islands. It's going to be Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. What a dream itinerary. What a dream ship. Like, you want to be on that ship. You want to be on that cruise. Amanda will definitely take care of you. So please, please, please.
And Josh is buying gelato for everybody.
Eddie might be listening too. Yeah, I know.
Eddie's going to be running classes in the gym for the first 4 hours every morning.
And if you want to join some amazing people on that ship, I mean, seriously, you got some vloggers going on that ship.
There's a lot of people here that are going to be on.
A lot of people in this chat are going to be there. You want to be there. You don't want to miss it. So please, any interest whatsoever, even if you're not sure, just shoot us or Amanda a message. I will forward your message to Amanda. She's the one taking care of it, but I'll make sure she gets it if that's the case. With love. Can't wait to see videos from that. Can't wait to see what you guys do. Can't wait to see the experience that's going to be. ABC Islands is a dream itinerary for me. So.
But we got this week. We have we will be live again next Sunday night. We have our friends who's tomorrow night. We Have Luggage Will Travel tomorrow night. Huddle Adventures will be live on
Have
Tuesday
Luggage Will Travel.
night.
Amanda and Josh, do you have a guest on tomorrow night? I don't know when your guests are coming. So if you can post real quick, if you have a guest coming on tomorrow night or when your guest is going to be. And then Tuesday. Eddie and Laura have a big show coming up. Huddle Adventures. This Tuesday, they are going to have EECC
So that should be
Jason and Elisa are going to be on there, and they are going to be their guests, and that's going to be an awesome live. Please don't miss it. Check in with them. So Amanda says tomorrow is just them.
Yep. But
so
for the full schedule of all the lives, I know Meg's been dropping the links every day for who's live when. So it's I trust that more than the TV guide. So
TV guide, you just aged yourself.
They don't still have a TV guide.
No.
TV
guide's been done for years. But yeah, no, definitely check into Have Luggage Will Travel tomorrow night. Awesome, Josh and Amanda, and you can find out more. Listen, they'll talk more about their group cruise tomorrow on the Carnival celebration to the ABC Islands. Because seriously, guys, you don't want to miss this one.
No, it's going to be a good week for lives, and then we'll wrap up next Sunday night with.
You're right, Destination Fun. Jason and Lisa were on the Prima, and they were doing they had some great vlogs from the Prima. So
they did a live.
Hopefully, we'll live up to some.
They did a
percentage
live.
Of.
They did a live from Reykjavik before they boarded. I don't know if they actually went live while they were on the ship. They did a lot of lives from.
They did a lot of vlogging though from
the vlogging from the ship definitely, but as far as the lives, I think they were in port every time.
There's a couple things I can't wait for. Like I can't wait for that that food courty area. That looks so cool, and I really want to see that. And then the pools and the dry slides look really cool, and just it looks like an amazing ship.
So it's going to be a busy week. I'm gonna get the kids back to all their stuff. Get Julie's feet back under her. Get stabilized.
I have to throw this in there before we go off because I want it recorded. Like my heart breaks. Like I just got home. I'm gonna be home for a week and a half. Like Katie's like, you're never allowed to go away again, Mom. Like, the kids won't say it, but they will. Like in their own special ways. Like I know they missed me as much as I miss them, if that's even possible. But me and Brian going away now in like a week and a half it tears at you a bit. So we love you guys. Katie, Brian, Kev, I love you so much. And we do this for you. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're the reason for the channel. There's a reason we do it, and it's it was their idea. We just we sold it. So
yeah, and I know there's reasons for everything, and we do this for you. So we love you, and I love you, and it tears me a bit to be home for a short time. So I'm going to soak in every single second that I can.
But we're still in the beginning of this adventure, and this channel is going to grow, and the agency is going to grow, and they're going to be on more cruises with us. And this is, it's all something that we did for them. So go buy some merch because it's supporting their college fund. So.
or book a cruise.
Hey Z Show, you caught us just before we logged off, but hey, thanks for joining us, and thank you everybody for joining us. And the final votes are in, and it is 83% of you are glad to see Julie back, and 17% I'm probably going to get kicked for because those 17% votes were not me, but I'm sure it's going to get taken out on me. So
I'm part of the package deal. Take it or leave it. You got me.
So, but thank you guys all for joining us. We will see you next week, and if we don't catch you in somebody else's live during the week, and
we will
see you on the seas.
See you on the seas.